for all their fine sponsorship here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be our honor here to introduce to you our drivers. And we're going to do something new this year. We're going to see how this works out here for you all tonight and let these guys know they're going to have to talk to me later on anyway throughout the evening. We're going to let them introduce themselves to you. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will be a first. We've ever done this before. And so we're going to introduce our first man up here in Pro Stock, and here he is.
Bill Miller, Dubuque, Iowa, driving the Cruising Mule.
Steve Wishmeyer, Seymour, Indiana, driving Barely Getting By.
And it's a John Deere.
I'm Jerry Runo. I'm from Osco, Illinois. I drive a John Deere called the Ace in the Hole.
I'm Tony Ellis from Eddyville, Kentucky, and I'm driving Always Something.
And it is a
International 1466.
Jay Miller from Dubuque, Iowa, driving the Red Mule.
And it's an international, right? All right.
Mike Linder, Edison, Ohio, driving Linder Brothers 4320.
And the defending champion right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Monty McCoy from Warsaw, Ohio, driving a John Deere Dust Till Dawn.
Robert Martin, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, driving that darn deer, John Deere.
Hi, Louisville. I'm Scott Snyder. I'll be driving the Road Farmer. I'm from Edison, Ohio. It's a big green.
Dan Christiani from Sellersburg, Indiana, a John Deere, gotta go deer. Let's get her.
Craig Wellman, Edgerton, Wisconsin, driving the Die Hard Deer. I'm Jeff Aarons from Clinton, Michigan, driving the Massey Ferguson called the Storm.
All right, Massey Ferguson.
Kevin Masterson, Grandview, Indiana, driving the River Rat.
The John Deere, all right.
Philip Parrish, Marion, Kentucky, driving El Nino, IH 1086.
All right, welcome.
Bill Boris, Argus, Indiana, Orient Express, IH 966.
All right, and our last gentleman in the class.
Gary Brinkmeyer from Warren, Illinois. I'm driving an IH 966, the Foolish Pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our Pro Stock drivers a nice round of applause. How about it? There you are, ladies and gentlemen, the Pro Stockers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to go tractor pulling?
Okay, Butch, let's check the loyalties out. We got a red one hooked up there. Do we have any red fans in here? Where are the red fans?
How about John Deere Green?
Okay, Butch. Hey, I got something for you. Hey, here,
right.
I got a bit.
Okay, what do you got for me, Harold? This guy always got something different to show here, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. What do you think? What have you got, Harold?
Hey, I am known as the janitor around here, you know. I got a good job to take. I got some whisk brooms here, and they're painted red.
All right, you got one red whisk broom, all right.
Okay, we got a green and a yellow one here.
We got a green and a yellow whisk broom.
Then we got them all kind of grouped together. We got Alice Chalmers, Ford, Minneapolis, and white. Now
what are we going to do with these?
Now, the first one that reaches that sand pile, we got to get up there and brush the sand off of that weight, don't you think? Think we should do that, fans? What do you think? Okay, so your fans are going to have to remind us to get the whisk broom out when they make that full pull.
Well, here we go now. Our first puller on the starting line. Hey, it's the Cruising Mule, Bill Miller out of Dubuque, Iowa. The 1466 on the starting line here, ready to come at you. Mr. Bill Miller, been pulling for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, here at Louisville, all over the country on the major circuits. Here he comes now. The Cruising Mule, folks, out of Dubuque, Iowa. He'll be our test puller.
What do you think there, fans? How about that?
All right, he's our test puller, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll mark the distance here, let him know how far he went. Also, our committee here will decide exactly how far we're going to go with this tonight. Are we good or not? But how about it, international people? Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it?
Well, Butch, we always have some fans here for the first time. Now, a test puller, we have to make sure that the sled's set right. He has the option of taking this puller coming back. Should we reset the sled? Well, that's his option also. So we do have a test puller, and that's always the first tractor of the class. Now, you fans that are diehard fans know all about that, so bear with us. So the Cruising Mule. How about it, fans? Let's give him another round of applause out of Dubuque, Iowa, Bill Miller.
236.01. 236.01 for Bill Miller and his Cruising Mule.
Hey, Butch, we're going to change colors.
Yes, we are.
We're going to go green.
We certainly are. It goes from gray to black, and we're on our way.
Yeah, we can't see that here. But we're getting close to steam power.
That's right. Here we go. Steve Wishmeyer, Seymour, Indiana, and barely getting by. All right there, we're barely getting by the John Deere Mr. Wishmeyer. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it, John Deere people from Seymour, Indiana, Steve Wishmeyer. 223 and 45. 223.45 for the man out of Seymour, Indiana, and the 4450.
Okay, Butch, we got a nice young lady here I'd like to talk to. I'd like to talk to you. Hi, what's your name?
Kathy Lyons,
Where are you from, Kathy?
Henry County.
Henry County, Kentucky.
That's right.
You've been coming many polls here at the National Farm Machinery Show?
Nope, this is the first one.
Butch, we have a rookie. I tell you right here, fans, this is a rookie. So we got to take care of this young lady. Hope you have an enjoyable evening.
Pardon?
Hope you have an enjoyable evening.
Thank you.
Well, fans, we'll be had an opportunity to get out to the Farm Machinery Show this year and check it out, and had to spend the day out there walking around, look at all the new equipment. We were watching TV there during dinner tonight and saw a lot of fine looking equipment. They had several spots out here at the pull this year, or at the farm show, I should say, and it's very, very nice, of course. And we hope that you'll have an opportunity to get out, or if you didn't make it today, to get out and enjoy it the rest of the week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take 3 tractors out of this class tonight. The top 3 tonight will move on to Saturday night and the championship night. So 3 tractors tonight, and they move on to championship night. So John Deere people, here we go. Osco, Illinois, Jerry Runow, the ace in the hole, is on the starting line.
Well, Butch, here comes your first set of single cut tires. Just a little bit different tire cut.
Whoa, strong hook, boy, I'll tell you. It comes and gets him real quick now, no doubt about it. Once that box is all the way at the top, man, I'll tell you what, it is tough to keep going here. Folks, let's talk about the sled a little bit while you're looking at it here as it goes down the track and so forth. As you watch it go back down the track, you will notice that the sled has 3 main components. You have the skid pan, which runs along the ground. You have the frame and the drivetrain assembly, and you have the weight box that sits up on the top up here, and it's got the word Iron Man in front of it. So what happens is, as the trucker tractor starts down the track here tonight, it takes off. The front of this pan is down on the ground. The front of the pan is down on the ground. About halfway down the track, or let's say about the 125 to 150 foot mark, as the box comes forward up the sled, there's a little trigger there, a little switch. And on the bottom of that box, when it hits that switch, that pan slowly drops to the rear. And what's on the back of that pan is what they call the killers. There are several pieces of angle iron which have been welded to the back of that pan in the form of pulling against it. So it was quite an innovation that they came up when they built this. Von Baer builds an absolutely wonderful sled. He is the top sled builder in the country. There's no doubt about it. And he builds a lot of sleds for a lot of people. But he is the master when it comes to sleds. And he knows how to put them to a stop here. Of course, they can go up a gear. They can go down a gear. They can add more weight. But eventually, they're going to stop the tractors here in the competition. Here's your pull distance now for Jerry Runow. 216.97. 216.97. 216 and 97 for Jerry Runau. Tony Ellis, Eddyville, Kentucky. Always Something, the name of the tractor on the starting line here as we get ready to bring him on here tonight. He's a rookie, they tell us. First time coming to Louisville, and we're way anxious to see what happens here for him tonight. See how he feels about Louisville, Kentucky. Here we go. And right there, and smartly, he turns it off. No doubt about it. He shuts her down to 1466. And saw that it was going to be running a little bit rich on him there, and the engine was starting to stay up when he stopped, so he quickly gets off the throttle. Hey, let's give our rookie a nice round of applause. How about it, folks? Tony Ellis out of Eddyville, Kentucky. Our rookie here tonight.
Okay, Butch, I'm
192 and 58. You know, Syngenta Crop Protection Products are proud to support motorsports and the National Farm Machinery Show Championship Tractor Pull. Line ready to come at you here with the Red Mule out of Lamont, Iowa.
Butch, you don't think he'd want to beat his dad, do you? I think his dad's sitting up there to that number one spot.
Dad's over here just kind of laughing when you said that, Harold. You know, he's kind of shaking his head. He doesn't think so, but we'll find out.
He's got a set of those single-cut tires on, Dad. Are they better set than maybe Dad's got tonight? Who knows? Here he comes. Father versus son, or son right here now.
Single cuts against those high-performance tires, huh, Harold? The multi-cuts, huh? Here we go. You're probably right, Harold. He could do it. So far, it's International 1, John Deere, and that's the way it is, top three. 2 greens, 1 red. The red being the lead one here tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, fans, he gave it a good effort trying to beat Dad there. No doubt about it. Let's give that young man a nice round of applause. How about it? Jason Miller, ladies and gentlemen. A good, strong hook. No doubt about it. Hey, I think he might have shook some of those John Deeres up. I don't think there's any doubt about it. It's going to be 2 reds down here. They're getting ready to move Brunau out of here. So good hook for the Miller. So we got the 2 Miller team tractors. 1, and we'll figure out what position he's in. Maybe 1 in number 3. Nobody.
Scott Ballard.
Where are you from, Scott?
Cynthiana.
Cynthiana, Ohio?
No, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Okay. Well, you just get right back to your phone call. And don't let me bother you anymore, okay? Okay, let's give him a nice round of applause. He's standing right over here.
Here's your pull distance for Jason Miller, 221 and 41. 221 and 41 for Jason Miller. 221 and 41. On decks will be Mike Linder coming your way here out of Edison, Ohio in the Linder Brothers tractor, the John Deere. We have 2 internationals now and 1 John Deere in the what we call the winner's circle down here. And up next, here comes the Linder Brothers. Well, we start the RPM up. Mike knows the sound of that John Deere. Here he comes. Whoa, look at the tire spin. And right there for Mike Linder out of Edison, Ohio. Strong run. The question is, did he bump Wishmeyer out of here? We'll have to find out. If you want to know more about a show and the pull, visit our website, 13 and 33. 213 and 33 for Mr. Linder out of Edison, Ohio.
Okay, Butch, we got another gal here. Hi. What's your name?
Terry Coakley.
Passes in that session. All 6 videotapes are $135. 6 video specials include the 5 sessions plus the thriller video, and the thriller tape includes the most thrilling pulls and the top 3 finishers in each class. Stop by the video desk located in the front lobby of the Coliseum and place your order this evening. Here we go now with Monty McCoy. Oh, ouch. He let out the clutch and nothing happened. Wow.
Well, Butch, those Red fans like that, didn't you, Red fans? See how rotten they are, Butch? They're terrible.
They're terrible. Absolutely, Harold, they're terrible.
But how about it, fans? You having a good time so far? Let's hear it, huh? Red, green, it's indifferent.
Well, folks, evidently that's all she's going to write tonight for Bonnie McCoy. So let's give him a nice round of applause, folks. Didn't even get it out the starting line tonight before problems. Monty McCoy, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, John Deere people. You go ahead and give that man a good round of applause. Trying to go to Saturday night. They all want to be there Saturday night. It's going to take a top 3 to get you there for Saturday night. But here we go. All right. And right there, money for Robert Martin out of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
We're down here again. Hi. What's your name, sir?
Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff what?
Whitaker.
Where are you from, Jeff?
Rushville, Illinois.
You been here often?
It's been about 10 years.
10 years. My golly. Hi. What's your name?
John Holmes.
Where you from?
Bowen, Illinois.
And how many years you been coming?
Oh, probably 25.
Gonna be here for the whole week?
You bet.
Okay. Hi, young lady. What's your name?
Kathy Petro.
And what's so special about that name? Do you guys have some equipment here or something?
Multi-Chaos, Kathy's Complaint, and Buckeye Hauler.
Okay, you got 3 vehicles here. Nothing tonight?
Multi-Chaos and Mod Class.
Okay, we'll be looking for him. Back to you, Butch.
Okay, thanks, Harold. Here's your pull distance now for Robert Martin, 212 and 85. 212.85 for Robert Martin, 212 and 85. All right, here we go now on the line. Let's watch him go to work here. Scott Snyder. All right. Scott Snyder, Edison, Ohio, has made his run here with a road farmer. He's finished here. Let's give him a nice round of applause for the Snyder pulling team, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? Scott Snyder. Come on, John Deere people. Let's put your hands together for him. There you go. There you go, folks. All right. 211.29 for Mr. Scott Snyder. 211.29. Up next will be a name that is heard around here very, very frequently. Not only in tractor pulling, in building the track here, but for years, Dan Christiani has built this track. He has built the track. His company, of course, Track Builders Incorporated, along with Danny Christiani Excavating. They start here on Monday. They start bringing the dirt in. Well, Danny's been pulling tractors for many, many years, and he has not so much ever gotten so much into pro stock as he has simply gotten into some farm stock. He has some antique tractors. He's got a bunch of tractors besides what he has here that he pulls with, this one here. Last year at the farm show, he decided to buy a pro stocker, and there was one that came up for sale, and I tell you what, it has been an experience for this guy to come up against some of the toughest competition in the world, but he's done a great job. Not only can he build tracks, but he can pull them with the best of them too with his John Deere tractor. So up next from Sellersburg, Indiana, on the starting line, driving the Gotta Go Deere, which is kind of named after their trucking company, Gotta Go, that son Jan Jr. operates. It will be the Gotta Go Deere here tonight with Dan Christiani. He's up next on the starting line. And right there tonight, man oh man, what a shot for Dan Christiani. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about a John Deere, people, for Dan Christiani?
Well, Butch, the score still
210.23. 210 and 23 for Dan Christiani and the Gotta Go Deere. Craig Wildman up next out of Edgerton, Wisconsin in the Die Hard Deere. Then Jeff Ahrens out of Clinton, Michigan with the Storm. And Kevin Masterson, a familiar name, out of Grandview, Indiana with the River Rat here tonight. These guys are strong all over everywhere, pulling in the top 5 just about wherever they go with this tractor, from Union Grove, Wisconsin to Dubuque, Iowa, to Oregon, Illinois, to Warren, Illinois. The guys are tough, no doubt about it. So here we come now on the starting line, none other than the Die Hard Deere. Tell you what, I love the tractor. You people see the side of the tractor here. Looks like it's got bullet holes in it all the way down. That's some great decals on the side of that John Deere. Really cool, I'll tell you. 206.12. 206.12. So great hook for Craig Wildman here out of Edgerton, Wisconsin. Tractors, ladies and gentlemen, is that little can of ether. Get them all fired up. Gives them a little shot before they get ready to go.
Oh boy, Butch, the Massey Ferguson fans are getting nervous. John Deere International, look out.
Here we go with the Storm. Right there. Shuts that turbocharger down real quick. All right, Massey Ferguson people, let's give him a nice round of applause. Jeff Ahrens, ladies and gentlemen. Madison FFA chapter, 48 members, 17 guests, and the former members and 1 advisor. Here's your pull distance, 202 even for Jeff Ahrens. 202 even for Jeff Ahrens from Clinton, Michigan, and the Storm. 202 even. Well, John Deere people, unless Monty McCoy makes it back, this is your last shot right here. And our names, here's Butch Krieger on that. I'd like to thank Bibbs and Janice and all of them up in Ohio. Thanks a lot there. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Harold got one and I got one. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it.
Very much so.
Well, Harold, I haven't seen Monty McCoy come back in the arena yet.
That's right.
So this could be it here for the John Deere people right here.
Well, I talked to him a little early. It might be fuel, he told me on the way out.
Okay.
So there might be a little fuel problem. It might be something simple. The old river rat. Where are the John Deere fans? Where are you? Butch, this is going to change the colors up here. You remember me mouthing off a little bit ago? I said 2 red, 1 green.
Now we got 2 green and 1 red.
How about it, green fans? What do you think?
Maybe. We'll wait and see. Here's your distance. He is good for number 2, 228 and 66. 228.66. 228 and 66, and that's number 2.
They're waving the John Deere flag here at the finish end. Are there any more John Deere flags in the stands? Where's the John Deere flag? There's one. Holy cow.
We have farm stock. Super Farm for the first time.
That's right, Super Farmer here.
Farm for the first
they draw
time.
a lot of fans. Okay, here he comes, that El Nino tractor. Come on, Kentucky fans, he's your favorite. Where's the Kentucky fans? John Deere fans, don't you say a word. Oh, Butch, we hate to see that. We really do. You paid your dues to get to the most prestigious indoor pull in the world, and then here we are. Have trouble.
How about it, international people? Let's put your hands together for Phil Parrish and El Nino. You know, that's a 1086. You don't see a lot of 1086s pulling pro stock.
Not really anymore, because the upgrades and everything, but, they're still a pretty good old workhorse.
They certainly are. 2.88. $122 and 88.
Well, fans, we just received word from the Dust Till Dawn polling team, Monty McCoy out of Warsaw, Ohio. He was one of our pullers that had trouble. He thought he could make her back, but he broke the cam in the pump, and he won't make her back. So that's tough for the Dust Till Dawn pulling team 60-30. Bye, Marty. Tough luck. Okay, here comes Bill Voorhees. He's been around for a long, long time pulling, and it's always on the red tractors. Man, that tractor was flirting with disaster, fans. He was just barely inches away from that white line a couple of times coming down there, and Bill was really fighting the tractor to keep it just a couple inches to the left. What a good drive. How about it, fans? Give him a nice round of applause. Bill Voorhees.
0.19, 217.19. 217.19.
Well, Butch, we got Bill Miller over here. Bill, you got 1 bullet to dodge. What do you think?
Yeah, well, if anybody can do it, this guy can do her.
Now, I understand you was presented with a good luck charm today. You don't suppose that had anything to do with it?
Well, I better not comment on that.
Okay, well, good luck charms, you got to keep them in the right spot if you want to do something with it. So, anyhow, good luck to you.
Thanks very much.
Well, to say the least, he was going, and I mean going, and got underneath that Charger. Had a little problem there, and it was all she wrote. Gary Brinkmeyer was heading out of here, or heading towards that number 1 spot. He made a great effort here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a nice round of applause. But, ladies and gentlemen, you international fans, you are number 1 in pro stock tonight. Your pull distance for Gary Brinkmeyer, 213.41. Harold, where'd you go?
Meyer finishes number 7. Mike Linder finishes number 6 with his pro stock, the Linder brothers. Jerry Ronow finishes in the number 5 spot with the ace in the hole. And Jason Miller on the Red Mule, he finishes number 4. And Steve Wishmeyer finishes number 3, and then Kevin Masterson and Bill Miller in that order. And Butch, take her away down there.
All right, thanks a lot, Harold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and get the winner's circle going here tonight. And Bill Miller, you were number 1. You immediately took the pull. You were satisfied with it. Then you had to sit there and watch 16 more guys come at you. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, that early in the game, I figured there's a lot of good tractors back there. And any one of them could have done what I did. I guess maybe I was lucky I had an early number. And if I've made the right choice by keeping that, I've already turned that down, and you know what happened.
It's really difficult to make that decision, isn't it?
Well, when you're that far away from the sand pile anyway, it's very tough.
Well, it held up for you tonight. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Syngenta and all the people that helped put this on, and especially my wife and my sons that are here, and their wives, and everybody helped me. My mechanic, Gene, he's here, and I'd like to thank everybody here that helps put this on.
Is there one guy from Ohio here you'd like to thank tonight?
Oh, yes, and I'd like to especially thank Eddie, my good buddy Eddie Eisenveld over there.
This afternoon you weren't calling him too much of a good buddy, but you're going to call him a good buddy tonight, right?
Yeah, if you knew what he was up to, why, most people wouldn't thank him.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. Here's your winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Mr. Bill Miller, the Cruisin' Mule International out of Dubuque, Iowa. Our trophy presenters tonight, representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, Mary Kate Cordes and Mr. Lewis Bradley, representing Syngenta. Well, Kevin, you get to go to Saturday night. How about it, buddy?
Oh, I'm real excited, Butch. This is what I was hoping for.
I know in Fort Wayne a couple of weeks ago you weren't real satisfied with what happened up there, but hey, the tractor looked great tonight.
Yeah, the tractor would have run good at Fort Wayne, but it just didn't have a driver.
Is that what the problem was, all driver error?
Most definitely.
Pretty hard to admit that, though.
Oh, you might as well admit it and go on.
Anybody you want to thank tonight?
And I'd like to thank Syngenta for sponsoring such a fine program. And I'd like to thank Riverside Engines, Columbus Diesel, and I'd especially like to thank Mr. Tim Engler for giving me such a pep talk before I went to Fort Wayne.
Is that right? He's the man, huh?
Well, he sure helped me out a lot of times when he probably didn't have to, but he did anyway.
Tim Engler, everybody knows that guy.
Yeah, sure do. And I'd like to thank my mom and dad for standing behind me.
All right. How about Dad? What night's he pull?
Dad pulls on Friday night.
Is he going to pull this year, or is Dennis going to be up in the saddle?
He's going to be in the seat, I believe.
You think so? You want him to come in here with you?
Sure.
Come on in here, Dad. You might as well be here with him, too. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mastersons. Let's give them a nice round of applause. How about it? Kevin and Don, the Mastersons. Good family. Good pulling family. Once again, our trophy presenters here representing Kentucky State Fair Board, Mary Kate Cordes and Lewis Bradley representing Syngenta. Well, Wishy, man, I'll tell you what, you had to watch a while and wait a while, but you're still in there. You're coming back Saturday night. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're very happy with that. I really didn't think, when I made my pull that it hold in there that long, but I think the track kind of faded away. Kevin made me real nervous when he come through there. I got to give it to him. He's a real good driver. He done a wonderful job on his seat tonight. I'd like to thank Syngenta, all the guys that puts this program on. Riverside, Columbus Diesel, Tim Engler, all my help back home.
Let me ask you this. If you could have changed a gear, would you have done it before you pulled? Now that you pulled here, would you change gear or change weight at all?
I don't think I would. I was a little bit lower powered than what I really needed to be. It hung in there. I do wish I'd had a smaller gear than what I had, but that's all I could do tonight.
I think you got some fans here, Dad.
Yeah, this is my family, Jack, Brittany, and my wife, Beth.
That's good. Let's get them all in here. Ladies and gentlemen, another gracious man right here, Steve Wishmeyer. Let's give him a nice round of applause. How about it? Seymour, Indiana. He's tickled to death, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you. That's what this bull is all about, folks. Tears are present, and that's what it's all about. Happiness of being a winner, and you're a winner when you're in the top 3 here at Louisville, Kentucky. Once again, our trophy presenters representing Syngenta, Mr. Louis Bradley, and representing the Kentucky State Fair Board, Mary Kate Cordes. Throughout the years,